where do we stop in fulfilling, huh? So you're thinking ahead, no, like there is no boundary. If we ever get a colony on Mars, we'll have to extend our boundary to Mars, right? But Acts 1:8, you will receive power. It says Jesus speaking to the disciples just before he ascended. You will receive power and the Holy Spirit has come on you. You will be my witnesses in Jerusalem, which is where they were, in all Judea and Samaria, and to the ends of the earth. To the ends of the earth. So our mission encompasses the whole world. How do we do that? There's 21 of us here this morning. How are we going to reach 8 billion people? What? One by one. That's our mission, right? How do we do that? How do we reach the ends of the world? I had a church member, and this many years ago, and this man's not even alive anymore, but he told me once that he didn't think we should be giving to missions or emphasizing missions until we had reached all of Osborne. And I don't know if he meant till every person in Osborne was saved, or at least had heard the gospel. I'm not sure. The Bible tells us a different command in the Bible. Why missions? Biblical basis for missions right here. As you continue to read in the book of Acts, the church was growing. Day of Pentecost, 3,000 were saved, baptized, and then another time I think I mentioned 5,000? 2,000? Is it 5? Right? But God had commanded them to do this. But what were they doing? Hanging around Jerusalem. So what did God do? God has good ways of making us obey sometimes. Persecution. Sent some persecution against the Christians, and then you see as you read the book of Acts, the Christians began to scatter and go to these other places and start churches and preach the gospel. And let me assure you, Jerusalem had not been 100% reached when that happened, right? So missions. So there's several places that they were to go, right? And sometimes we would say Osborne is our Jerusalem, right? So where we live, and Judea, Samaria, would stand up to our state and our country. But it's just the last phrase, to the ends of the earth. And Jesus didn't say do this consecutively. He didn't say reach everybody in Jerusalem and then reach everybody in Judea, right? These are what are done, what we call concurrently or simultaneously. And so I just give you the biblical basis